Hello, everyone, and welcome to our once weekly show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I am the owner and operator of Astrological Tarot. I am both a Vedic and Western astrologer, as well as a tarot and oracle reader, and I'm so glad to have you on the show today. You can also find me at astrologicaltarot, there it is, .com.
And I am Tanys Coughlan. I am the owner and operator of Twillow Lifestyle Community and the Twillow Lifestyle Academy. And I am a Reiki master and crystal master, Celtic Shamanic high priestess, galactic ambassador, and a channel. We'll go with that today.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it was just, I'm glad to have you all here. It's great to see you after my little adventure.
Yeah. I was going to bring that up. So, Tanys, can you tell people why you weren't here last week?
Yeah. So I'm in Ottawa, Ontario, and we had a massive storm on the Saturday before last. And we actually lost power, and we were out of power at our house for like 9 days. So I had like no power, no internet, no nothing. So it was like camping with comfy beds. I even made cookies on the barbecue.
Oh my goodness. Well, I was telling Tanys that the solar eclipse happened on her ascendant. So to just do everything that she could to kind of secure her base. And the solar eclipse, at least in Vedic astrology, was ruled by Agni, which is the god of fire, which is also electricity, and Indra, the god of storms. So you got a double whammy there. So I'm really glad that you're okay and that you were able to literally weather through it and that you had good neighbors to help you, because you're just an amazing, kind person. So I'm really glad that you had a community there for you. So
yeah, it was great. Thank you. Yeah, it was great. It was, we had its ups and downs, but really I did a lot of writing. Did some of that stuff. And, the storm was something that we'd never seen like that here. It was Dorichi. Anyway, it's like we had like 190-mile-hour winds kind of thing going on. So it was like almost hurricane sort of thing, but we're not near the water. So they call it something else. Anyway, it's like tornadoes without the actual touchdown of a tornado is what we had. So very unusual for this part of the country. So.
Well, yeah, I went on YouTube and looked it up, and I was freaking out because it was a huge storm. I mean, you could see like cars going over each other and like whole trees falling on houses. And so I am so glad that you're okay and that your power's back on and you can be with us today. So thank you, Goddess, for helping Tanys and God. Okay.
We're all good.
Oh, yes. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the coming astrological events.
Let's see what else is coming.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Derecho storm. Thanks, Jacqueline.
Oh, Derecho. Excellent. And welcome, Karen. Welcome, Jacqueline.
Hey, Mel.
Hey, Mel. So good to see you. Jennifer Kennedy. So good to see you.
Hi.
All right. So it's June. Yay. And the good thing is, even though we're still in Mercury retrograde at the start of this month, it will go direct on June 3rd. So we can look forward to Mercury going direct. Now, on the day that Mercury goes direct, don't make any really big decisions or anything, because when Mercury is about to go retrograde or Mercury is about to go direct, Mercury is what's called stationary. It's not moving really. Okay, so that's not a good day for communications or doing anything big. Okay, if you have to, just be very, very revise everything that's coming out of your mouth, that you're typing, and just take extra precautions. Okay, both Jupiter and Saturn are in dignity. Jupiter is in his sign of Pisces, and he loves being there because he's highly spiritual. And Saturn is in his sign of Aquarius, which is all about enjoying and paying off karmic debt. So he loves that too. So just to kind of to see how Saturn and Jupiter, because Jupiter it's about an annual transit. Okay. So he hits about a sign a year. It's about 12 years for Jupiter. Okay. And then for Saturn, it's like 29 years. So if you want to look at how these two planets are affecting you, look at your ascendant, your moon, and your sun, and then count the number of houses that Saturn and Jupiter are from them. And you can tell, what you can have in store for their placements. Okay. Saturn is about to go retrograde, I believe, on June 4th. So he's going to go back into Capricorn, but Jupiter's going to stay in Pisces for a bit. So tomorrow, Venus, actually, no, the 3rd, Venus is going to enter Bharani, and Venus is very happy in this nakshatra because it's luxury driven. Okay. But it's important because it's, you can pursue beauty, arts, buy jewelry, enjoy rich food, but it does fall in Aries. So it's important not to be too aggressive or selfish regarding relationships. But, for material success, it's a great placement. Like I said, on the 3rd, Mercury is going to turn direct at a 1 degree 55 in Kritika Nakshatra. The 2 worst times to make intellectual or communicative decisions is when Mercury, like I said, is about to go retrograde, or when Mercury is turning direct. So just give it a little bit before you speed. Once Mercury is going at a good speed, you'll be fine. Okay, so just give it a day or 2. Saturn is going to turn retrograde at 1 degree and 5 in Aquarius into Dhanishta Nakshatra. If you have any planets in Aquarius, you will feel a bit of a reprieve when Saturn retrogrades into Capricorn. I believe that's July 12th. My moon is there, so I'm like, yay. Yay, little break from Sati. And then Saturn will be retrograde until, let's see, again until October 23rd, and then he's going to go direct to 24 degrees in Capricorn. So it's going to be interesting there. And then, this is a big one for you, Tanys. Venus is going to hit the solar eclipse degree at 16 degrees and 18 of Aries in Bharani Nakshatra. So that's important for you to pay attention to because your ascendant's there. So Venus going over this point can bring out aggressiveness and impulsivity regarding relationships, finances, things like that. But every time a planet goes over an eclipse point, it can also cause violence in our communities, shootings, things like that. So just lay low, because Aries is a very warlike planet. Maybe don't jump into any big projects or relationships or go on any big trips during that day. So that's
which day was that, Michelle? Sorry.
That was June 6th.
June 6th.
Yes. So, and then we're going to be having another show by then. So that's about what's going on astrologically. I hope that was helpful, guys. And I know that Tanys has pulled some cards for the collective.
Mm-hmm. So we've got quite an interesting mix tonight. Yeah. So the first one I picked was caution is warranted. So this is like speaking to our Mercury retrograde stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before you proceed further. So that is like Mercury retrograde. It's like making sure you dot all your I's, cross your T's, don't make big decisions, that kind of stuff. But it's also, there is also a thing here that we're coming out of it. See that is it a unicorn? It's a unicorn coming out of the dark into the light.
Yay!
So we have direction. The horn is pointing direct into a direction, and it says keep charging ahead, don't take no for an answer, and expect miraculous solutions. So that's the spiritual stuff that Michelle was talking about. So call in your spirit guides, which was the next 2 cards that got picked out. Call on Archangel Raphael right now for health stuff, and I feel like for health stuff, it's really a lot of it right now in the collective is about mental health. So yeah. He's great for that stuff too. Okay. So please don't be afraid to call him in for mental health stuff as well as physical. And Archangel Michael, you're working very closely with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through this situation. All right. So if you call on those guys on a regular basis, and then the other one I got actually 2 cards away was Archangel Gabriel. So really, we are going to be talking about, calling in all of your angels right now, because it is that kind of time. All right. So Gabriel is also about communication and the arts. So again, that Mercury retrograde, and, don't let your insecurities hold you back. And so there's a lot of that kind of thing right now. And there's the feeling that I have is really that there has been this low grade PTSD that's gone on, really, like not PTSD, but an overall anxiety, for like that's in the collective. And so people are experiencing that kind of stuff. And sometimes we experience it and we don't even know that it's not ours, that it's the collective. So keep that in mind, guys, okay? Because sometimes it's not yours. It's just the collective that you're feeling. And if you actually sit down and say, okay, if this is not mine, I release this, you may get a bit of a reprieve from some of that sort of anxious feeling, okay? And then we got the reminder, have you asked your angels for help? So that's, it's all about talking to the angels right now. Like they're anxious to help us out, but we do have free will. So we do have to ask for that help. Okay. And then the next one is, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving it, divine guidance and assistance, because you do deserve it. Okay. We are human. We do deserve the help. We are perfectly imperfect. And that is divine. So we do deserve that help. And then trust, speaking of divine, trust that there's a divine plan in place. Okay. You see that sun in the distance? That's where we're headed. So things are starting to look brighter on the other side. All right. Hope that's helpful. Great to see you all.
Oh, that was beautiful. And I love how it ties into the astrological energies that we have going on. It always works out so well.
Can't make this stuff up, right?
You really can't. You really can't. Well, I just want to invite, just say a shout out to, Jennifer. Thank you for coming. Jacqueline, she's one of our fabulous guests on the show. We love you. Karen Pulver, it's so good to see you. Crew, Phoebe,
Mel,
Rachel, Thank you. Mel, thank you for coming. Mel, thank you, Mel.
No.
All right. So thank you all for coming. I know there's more out there, but those are just the commenters, so I can only see you guys. So our first question is from Jennifer Kennedy. Welcome back, Jennifer. We're so glad that you're here. Hi, ladies. I'd love a reading about my current relationship if you have time. Thank you so much, as always, for sharing your gifts. You are so sweet, and you are so welcome, Jennifer. Yeah, that was, my goodness. Okay, so I pulled some interesting cards. The first one I got, and it was faith reversed. Okay, this reveals infidelity. Okay, so when I pull this card, it's either one of you is unfaithful or one of you are really shaken by your belief in a monogamous type of love. So it's in a nutshell, it's going to make you question your judgment in your choice of partner, or you may feel betrayed by a friend who's in no position to help you right now. Okay, so this is the infidelity card. It's not the best card to get, but it is something that you need to be aware of. I'm getting that this could be something that either, it's not just the past. I wish I could say that, like, oh, this is just maybe a past relationship that you're letting get in the way, but this is something pretty current. Okay, is what I'm getting. And it can be dealt with. Okay, so I asked, all right, so what is the nature of the relationship? Okay, I got the devil. So the devil is Pan. He's the Greek god of excess. Okay, so he's shown here devouring humans to satiate his appetite. So don't let that scare you, because it represents something. It represents the lower self. So it struggles with the consciousness, the subconscious for dominance. Okay, so there's something that is in the relationship that is lust-based, that is more in tune toward maybe like a lack of fidelity here. Okay. And then let's see what Tanys is holding up here. Sorry. Passion. Okay. So that's the lust. Okay. So there's a lot of lust there, and lust is not a bad thing. I mean, it can be it's fun. It's interesting, but the relationship needs to be a little deeper than that. Okay. I'm not sure if this other person is in a relationship with someone else, or they're thinking about another person. But when I get the devil card, it shows obsession. Okay, that's the devil card is all about obsession. He's all about lust. It's about secret affairs. It could also represent that you might be shackled to the fantasy of love when the truth of your connection is based only on lust. Okay, so regardless of your conscience, you're seriously tempted to opt for pleasure. So if you're looking for just pleasure in this relationship and you're not really looking for something longer term, it could work out. So I said, okay, what is something else that Jennifer just needs to be aware of? Okay, what does the focus need to be? And I went to my relationship tarot and I got finance and career. Okay, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So there's something money-wise behind the scenes that just isn't adding up. So the devil also represents material attachments. So I've talked to more than one person that was in a relationship with someone, and the sex was great and the money was good, and that's what both of them wanted, and that was okay. But if anyone wanted something a little bit more than that, a more emotional, love-based relationship, it just wasn't there. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. And then I got the 10th house of career, which again goes into the career and finances. Okay. So just be aware of these little nuances. Okay. And just really ask yourself, what am I looking for in this relationship? Is it lust and maybe some stability, or maybe that's what they're looking for? Or am I okay with that? If not, yeah, I would reconsider. Okay. I wish I had a little bit better cards. I mean, but if you're going for passion and, you know, something just kind of fun, then okay, great. But if you're looking for something more emotional, my cards do not point in that direction. Okay. I hope that was helpful, Jennifer. I'm sending you lots of love. Okay.
Hi, Jennifer. So yes, so I got the passion card, and it feels like that's the basis. I have to agree with Michelle on that. I feel as though there's some codependency going on. Okay, so this talks about it. With what Michelle was coming up, what I was getting with this was that there may be something like a gambling addiction that you don't know about. Just, we don't know, right? We're just telling you what's coming through. So it's, and I don't necessarily feel it's like really way out of hand. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like it's like just kind of there. It's not a real strong anything. So I think that the gambling is kind of what came up for me in terms of that. And then there's also an emotional dependency that is a little bit not too healthy. So you're going to have to really have some heart-to-heart conversations. Okay, you need to honestly discuss your feelings with each other about what this is for each of you. And in doing so, you're going to want to keep an open mind going into that conversation. Okay, you are going to differ from your soulmate. So you're going to have to keep an open mind there. I'm not sure whether he's necessarily the one, because I did get this worth waiting for. So divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay. Now, divine timing doesn't necessarily mean it's somebody different. It could be that divine timing for the healing that's coming, but there is some action you're going to have to take. Okay. So this one is take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation. You need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Okay. So there's going to be some stuff that you got to work out in this relationship. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I'll help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. Okay, so I actually feel like this is both of you. So I don't know whether you've been fighting or whether this is past relationships that you're bringing that sort of energy forward, but there's something to do with that. That would require some of that emotional healing. Okay, so that's just a heads up. And one of the suggestions is about taking care of yourself. Everybody benefits when you take good care of yourself and give yourself a relaxing treat, such as a massage. It's reminding you to just make sure you're caring for yourself through all of this, okay? Because it can be a bit of a ride. But it is also telling you that you are a light worker and it's safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings in divine service. Okay? So tap into that light. Know that, you know what? It doesn't matter what else is going on. That divine piece of you is always going to be safe and okay. So you are okay. You are safe. Whatever happens, right? Call and support you. And I do think you have some ability. And so in that intuitive ability, you will find what you're looking for there. I think sitting in some meditation would be a great way to sort of tap into where you're at with it too. Okay, that'll help you get clarity. Okay, hope that's helpful. Do we have some techie stuff going on?
We do. You're kind of going in and out, and everyone just please be patient with us. Tanys just went through a big storm, so it's amazing that she could even be here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on, but
yeah, you're freezing in the background a bit. Yeah.
Oh dear. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll just replay it, and you can kind of like get the bits that did come through. Okay. We hope that was helpful, Jennifer. Thank you so much for joining us, and we're sending you lots of love. Okay. All right. So our next question is from Phoebe. And Phoebe says, I have a question today. Struggling with my creative work. A lot of stress regarding meeting a deadline of commissioned work. I'm wanting to know where my focus energy is on in general. Feel like I'm not progressing. And I tipped. Yes, I received your tip. Thank you, Phoebe. And she has another question down here. Maybe you can answer this one, Tanys. I'm going to answer the creativity one. If you have any general advice for love. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to answer this creativity one. And the first two, I went to the Creativity Oracle by Monte Farber and Amy Zerner. I actually just got this. So your timing of your question is absolutely perfect. And I'm going to do the Jeff Pulver method here. I pulled 3 cards and I got play, visualize, and enchantment. Okay, so write these 3 words down because they are going to help you break through some of those creative blocks that you've been getting. So let's break this down. Play. Okay, this is the play card. Go ahead and look at the imagery there. You can see there's looks like it's a couple of horses playing in a field by a house, just enjoying themselves out in the sun and the flowers and the butterflies. So it says our work can and should take on the quality of play, for it's play that stimulates creativity. Spirit's telling you to have some more fun. Okay, get out of this workspace head that you've been in and just get outside and play. If there's children in your life, go play with a kid. That will just spark creativity like crazy because children, they are boundless because they don't have a lot of the things that we have in place for our creative juices to come through. Okay. The second card I got, visualize. Go ahead and look at this card. Very powerful. The Egyptian goddess here. Okay. I believe that's Isis. And when we develop our abilities to visualize, we can manifest maximum influence and experience on our experience of reality. Okay. What I got was you are going to be getting some visualizations through spirit that are going to help you break through some of those blocks. Okay. But not until you play, because you have to let loose and kind of get out of your own way a little bit so that spirit can come through and help you with those divine visualizations that you need to help that commissioned work progress. Okay. And then the third card I got was enchantment. Isn't that a beautiful card? We are enchanted. And when the muses sing the art spirit into us. So the art muses are going to help you. First, you have to play to get out of their way. Then you are going to be able to visualize what the muses are sending you. Okay, so you do have art spirits around you. That's what this card is telling me. What's really popping out for me in this card is the bird here in the corner. Okay, there's just a lot of visualization going on here. So when you do go out and play, pay attention to the birds in your environment. Okay. That's another thing I'm getting from spirit is birds, feathers, things like that. Okay, so I said, all right, so how is this going to help her? I got the 10th house in Cancer. Cancer is all about the home, which is kind of opposite the 10th house because 10th house is ruled by Capricorn. But working from home and in a space where you can really allow your creativity to flow freely is important here. So if you're currently using a studio or you've left the home to get a lot of these things done, do it at your house. Bring it home. Sit at the dining room table if you have to, or set up a little space for yourself. And that's where you can most comfortably get your ideas down. If you're already working from home, then continue to do that. But just remember, Spirit told you to go out and play. Okay. I hope that was helpful, Phoebe. I'm going to pass you on to Tanys.
Hello, hello. So creativity. There's 2 great crystals that I would like to recommend for that. Mm-hmm. So one is orange calcite. Look at that. Aren't they pretty?
Yeah.
They look like a little piece of orange.
Orange sherbet. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all about that chakra. The other one would be carnelian, and it's quite a bit darker orange. I don't actually have any sitting here right now, but a bit darker orange, carnelian. Those are 2 great crystals to work with for this kind of thing. The other one you might want to tap into would be something like selenite is what's coming through. So that's going to help you to tap into your divine, the divine inspiration aspect of things. Okay, so that'd be a great mix, those ones. And there's also some clutter. There we go, carnelian. Thank you. Awesome. There's some clutter you need to get rid of in your life. So I don't know whether your workspace is cluttered or whether it's your mind, but there are some things that you need to release in order to move forward for your creativity. Okay. And embrace the future. There's some fear that's happening for you, and you need to let go of that fear, because the fear is part of what's holding you back. So if you embrace the future, see that it's nice and bright on the other side of that door, right? So as she's going through the door, embrace that, so that you know you're releasing the fear, because fear is just, it's an illusion, really, right? We're not in it at the moment. If you're not in a situation that's dire at the moment, then it's an illusion. Cultivating prosperity. So see the seeds there, you've already planted those seeds. I'm going to say cultivating creativity as opposed to prosperity. Okay. So which may be hand in hand if you do consignment work, right? So cultivating that creative stuff is going to help you, and you've already planted those seeds, so you're good. In terms of your romance, the area of romance, codependency came up for you. Again, we have got codependency again. So this is kind of these behavioral traits are quite common, actually, right? This codependency thing. And no, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not in any way identifying anybody as codependent, but the codependency behaviors come up. And sometimes all of us have those kind of behaviors, right? It doesn't mean that you are codependent. But looking at some of those things, it's that people pleaser thing. It's the lack of self-confidence that comes up when you get this card. So really getting rid of some of those fears is also going to help with the codependency thing. And it's coming from a family thing, right? There's family healing, family issues that need to be healed. So often that is where codependency starts, right? We start when we're kids, and then it just continues. And if we don't know or don't realize what's happening, then sometimes that will be the case. Okay. Heart-to-heart conversations will help you work through that. Okay. So honestly discuss your feelings. And I feel like that's actually more with family than a romantic thing, but it is helping. When you deal with the family issues, it's going to help you in the romance department as well. So just keep an open mind and trust. Okay. See the little angel here? It's a cherub, I believe. And yeah, it's actually Cupid. So just trust. Okay. It's coming. All right. Just trust in the process. Do some of the healing work, raise your vibration, get into that vibration of unconditional love. And that's going to help you to get more out of your love life. All right. Hope that's helpful.
Beautiful advice, Tanys. And Phoebe says, awesome. Thank you, Michelle. I do work in the living room. Good. And I love birds. I befriend them and notice them a lot. I befriend birds too. I actually have, I had a second set of ducklings come up for seed today. So all the moms in the neighborhood are like, go over to that lady's house. She's got the good stuff. So yes, getting out in nature and playing, that's wonderful. And nature is so inspiring, isn't it, Tanys? I mean, it's so amazing. And she goes, OMG, Tanys, so much clutter around me. Yes, the fear is an obstacle. Okay. Yeah. And she says, thank you so much. You are so welcome, Phoebe. And thank you for tipping. We really appreciate the energy transfer.
Thank you so much. Lots of love.
Yeah, lots of love to you. Okay, so our next question is from another tipper. And it's Miss Rachel. Welcome back, Rachel. It's good to see you. I love the photos that you're putting up of Ollie. He's adorable. Yeah. I would love a reading regarding an audition. Okay.
Okay.
So I got a very, very, very clear card for you from Whispers of Ganesha. Be candid. It is absolutely essential to express your truth, even at the risk of standing out. So there's something about this audition that it is at hand that you're being asked to express your thoughts. What I'm getting was, in the past, you've tried to maintain peace by staying quiet or swallowing your words. Have faith and be open and honest regarding your communications, as they're going to bring out a resolution to your situation. Okay. If you're not sure where you stand, ask. This card is about communication. It's all about that throat chakra. Okay. It indicates someone's words have created a moment of clarity. So be willing to communicate your concerns very clearly. Okay. Also be open to others, arguments or what they say back, and let your emotions flow without trying to block them while trying to make these decisions and these solutions. Okay. Trying to think here. So Tanys can recommend some stones for you to bring to the edition, but I'm getting something with her throat chakra. There's something about the throat that's involved with this edition. Now, know that your throat chakra is a gateway for the higher spiritual realms. And when your throat chakra is activated and balanced, there's a diminished chance of, miscommunications and there's misunderstandings or like maybe not hitting that right note. Okay. It allows you to express yourself as a spiritual being, and you can do that through song. Okay.
Did you see your last comment? Yeah, I'm going to be singing for an opera
singing.
house.
Okay, because they're really pointing out the throat to me. So if you could maybe get some stones that she can bring with her, Tanys, that would be really great. But they're telling me that you need to express yourself individually and creatively, and just be candid with the way that you're coming across here. Like, open this up a little bit. Okay, this card is inviting you to create emotional balance and stability in your life, and be truthful with your communications and just the way that you're expressing yourself. Okay. That's a really big one. So throat chakra. Okay. And then I went to the Karma cards by Monte Farber, because you're a Farber, and I got Jupiter and Taurus. Jupiter is an amazing card to get. Okay. That's really good. It's expansion. It's the granting of blessings. It's a good thing. Okay. But what Taurus is asking you to do is batten down the hatches a little bit, secure, really look at the practicality of the situation. Look at it from a very realistic perspective. Okay. Taurus is also a money card, so that's a good thing. Okay. But what I'm getting from this is you need to be direct, because Taurans are extremely direct. Okay. That's that throat chakra again. All right. And there might be something about the choice of song is what I just got. Okay. Because I did pick one more card for you, and I got renewal. Okay, this is Archangel Jeremiel. I can never say his name. Jeremiel. Yeah. Jeremiel. See, I can't even. Jeremiel. Okay. All right.
You're good.
It says, review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. So this audition could push you in another direction, but a good one. Okay. It's going to open up the door for something else, and it's really going to show and reveal something about you that it's going to require you to be very candid. Okay, so I'm going to pass you to Tanys, and she's going to have some awesome suggestions as always for you. Okay, much love to you, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. How's it going? So a couple of crystals that I would work with. One would be like a celestite. These ones are beautiful, and that's going to help you to tap into your inner guidance as well. Okay, because this one's about that angelic assistance too, angelic communication. So oftentimes when we sing, we're actually like channeling stuff. We're channeling that energy. So I would say that one is a good one. Also something called chalcedony. So it's CHALCEDONY. Okay, chalcedony. And it's very much the speaker stone. That's kind of its nickname, the speaker stone. So it's a light blue. I don't have one here, but it's like a light blue colored. And it's beautiful to carry with you. And I actually, the other one would be like a sodalite. Something like that as well would help you to sort of bring that whole thing together. Okay. Definitely it's like there's a spiritual component to all of this for you. So know that your inner light will shine far and wide. So it's really, again, we've got this communication, right? The psychic communication piece coming through. This is, the lips in the sky is always about that communication piece, right? And we have a star there for success. So it's definitely a good card going forward. And I do have one that you're coming into your power. So I step into my power boldly and confidently. So you see she's standing in the light. That could be like a spotlight. So that's kind of cool. All right. So that's a good card. Call on Archangel Raphael, because I feel like there's nerves there. And so ask him to help you with the nerves. Okay. To really sort of go into that nerve relaxation state, doing the square breath maybe, right? And it says you have an important life mission involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. So that's where you're going to ask Archangel Raphael to come in and help you. And Archangel Gabriel will help you with that as well. Okay. So those guys are great for helping with that. And it says you deserve the best. So reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. Astara. Okay, so that's a great card. Then I got Odin, which is all about psychic insight. So you could call on him to be with you, to give you some strength. Your third eye is open, see truth for what it is, and follow your intuition, is what he says. Also ask for Mother Mary to come in. Okay, so if you can go in with that love and peace, that's going to emanate from you, right? That was the first card. It said we were going to make a difference by shining your light. That's what you're going to do. You're going to go in, you're going to show that love that you have, and that's going to shine through in your singing. Okay, and then I got a great card to finish up. Central Sun, abundance, downloads, regeneration, and success. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be a great experience. Whether you get the job or not, I don't know. But I think that success can be defined in numerous ways. And I think you will feel good about the audition either way. Okay, so that's what I would say. But definitely looks promising. Okay. Love reading. We didn't pick one for love reading. Let me pick a card for love reading.
Did she ask a love question?
Oh no, I guess not. I guess.
Oh no, yeah. The next one is a love reading.
The next one's a love reading.
That's you psychically.
I'm tapping into the wrong one.
Yeah, you are. You're tapping into the next person.
Oops. Sorry.
It happens. Oh goodness, yeah. Sometimes the psychics get ahead of themselves.
Yes,
so.
Indeed.
So the question that you were trying to answer, we hope that was helpful, Rachel. We're sending you lots of love.
Lots of love, Rachel. Love and light for the audition.
Yes. Okay, it's Adele. I love your name. Hi, I'd love a loved one as well regarding love. Okay, so that's who you were feeling in the audience, Tanys. Okay.
She's anxious for this reading, I can tell.
Yes, she is. And just to kind of tell you, Astera is the name of the duck, the first mom that came. She's the
really?
one that she'll eat out of my hand. She's the one who runs right up to me, and the neighbors, we named her Astera. And so you pulled that up and I was like, Astera.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of little coincidences today.
We do.
Okay. So Miss Adele, the first card that I pulled for you was the High Priest, also known as the Hierophant. Okay. This is kind of a marriage card. Okay. But what it really tells me is this is going to be a time of spiritual development and togetherness. So the person that you're looking for is going to help you develop spiritually and vice versa. This is who you need to be looking for. It's a unity that goes beyond marriage, is because this is like a more of a soul type of joining. Okay, it's about divine love. It's about opening your heart to a future partner that is going to show you something on a more spiritual level, and vice versa. So I could foresee a lot of growth happening with this person if you've met them now or if they're coming later. It's a good thing to have. Okay, but the main thing I got from Spirit is to love yourself first. Okay, your self-respect makes you romantically more attractive. Okay, so really practice some self-care, really focus on loving yourself. Ask yourself, what is best for me moving forward, developing healthy boundaries, etc. It's very important to love yourself first, because then the person on the other side of you they'll know how to love you because you're being your true authentic self. Okay. So I asked for a little bit more, just in general. I basically asked my Whispers of Ganesha text, like what could she expect from love in her future? And is there anything blocking it? Okay. I got Prosperity, which is an excellent card for you. Okay. But notice here that Ganesha is bathed in red, which represents the Muladhara chakra, which is your root chakra. But he's surrounded by bounty. Okay. There's a pomegranate, pineapple, coconut, rice balls, all of his favorite num-nums. Okay. And he sits on a red throne. So what I'm saying is, in loving yourself first and putting your basic needs like ahead right now, you're going to awaken this chakra and it's going to flow a lot freer. Okay. It's going to bring positivity in all aspects of your life. So a healthy, balanced root chakra, it creates a strong connection to your earthly instincts, like those very realist instincts, very 3D. And it's going to improve your overall confidence and increase your sense of self-worth, because the love yourself first is a big thing, a big factor here in attracting this spiritual companion or relationship. Okay. So Spirit is asking you to work on integrating and accepting the spiritual truth and to create your own reality using this, and that will help attract this energy. And that truly understanding this can make all the difference in prosperity in your love life. Okay, so you're responsible for creating and generating your success. It's in your hands, and it's your divine right to do so. Okay, so a job does not, like, this is not necessarily a job that or a relationship that's bringing riches. It's about an abundance of self-worth, of love, of spiritual connection. It's an attitude. It's about living with appreciation and gratitude daily for all the blessings that are bestowed in your life. So, you know, another thing to really think of is really thank the gifts that you receive every day from the universe, from the divine source, creator, however you see spirit. Don't forget or neglect the gifts that you receive, because they're promising you many gifts to your divine ability to generate success in what you want in life, especially in love. Okay. But you have to start putting yourself first. I recommend writing or starting a prosperity journal, like writing down what you would like and what you would like to see, and call on spirit to work with you on this. Okay. So imagine what the perfect person would look like for you and describe it in detail in your journal. Okay, this will help you manifest and involve all of your senses. Okay, you see them, hear them, feel them, smell them, taste them, touch them. Okay, use your heart and your mind to help bring this to fruition. But know that this is an abundance card. So you do have the ability to manifest this. It's in the cards for you, but Spirit is reminding you that you have everything now, and you just have to claim it and do some of these self-love kind of exercises. Okay. And that's really going to help you move forward in a really amazing relationship. Okay. So lots of love to you, Adele. I know Tanys has a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Adele. So I got some interesting ones to start. And I think this is probably what Michelle's referring to for the personal, for the self-care. Pay attention to the red flags. So there's signs cautioning you. So, you know, when I look at this picture, the person is like hiding there. So I feel like you're maybe a bit shy. Or you put up sort of a boundary between you and other people. And I think it's just a fear related thing. You're a little bit afraid to step into things. And so because of that fear, you want to kind of control things. So allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay. You need to let go of that control aspect. So when we're fearful, we want to control the outcome. We want to control people around us. So that's where some of the self-work that Michelle is referring to could be done. Okay. So really trying to release the fears, because that's what's kind of coming up. And then know that it is worth waiting for. So it's also, the waiting will be while you're doing your self-care and your self-journey. All right. And that is a worthy journey to do your own healing. It is a beautiful journey. It is very rewarding. And it says divine timing is at work in your love life. And so allow the guides to show you what you need to work on and when you need to work on it, because divine timing is part of the journey as well. All right. We can't heal everything at once. We're here. We're humans. We're going to get to know ourselves really gradually and slowly. And that is what the healing journey is a journey of self-discovery. Okay. So I feel like that's really where you're at. So they're just asking you to free yourself from that worry, from that fear, from the pressure that you put on yourself around so many things. And in order to do that, you're going to have some heart-to-heart discussions. Okay. But those heart-to-heart discussions, although they may be difficult, although I'm not sensing they're all difficult for you, I think there is some really beautiful discussions coming for you. But it's this fear of what the other person is going to say. And that's that kind of control thing that's coming through for you. So I would really trust that it's going to be a heart-to-heart, and heart-to-heart conversations. They can never really hurt you if you're really being truly honest with each other with compassion for the other person. Okay? So express your love. Go ahead and make that first step towards love. Okay? So I don't know whether you have a love interest at this moment or not. If you do, I would say that do some of the self-work first and then express your love, because really an engagement is coming. Okay. there's some work to do first. So just trust in the process. Divine timing is at work. Okay. Know that will happen when the timing is right. Okay. Hope that's helpful.
Oh, Adele, we hope you have an awesome week. And please come back and let us know how you're doing. We love your energy on the show today. Take care. Sending you love.
Lots of love.
All right. Our next question, and we're going in order, guys, is Chris. Chris Adam Drake. May I have a reading? Yes, you may. I did pull some cards for you. If you have something a little bit more specific, go ahead and put it in the comments. But the main card that I got for you, Chris, is concentration. See if I can get this to, there we go. You can see Ganesha is there studying. Okay. All right. So basically what this is telling me is you need to utilize the tools and the resources and skills that are available to you right now. And really, and Spirit will support you with inspired ways to solve problems. You can also benefit from using inventive forces to maintain your power and to work with awareness and with more focus, because they're telling me focus is a thing that you really need to be doing right now on this particular project or goal that you're working on. So know that when you act very consciously with understanding and applied effort, you're going to get what you want. Okay. So know what you're doing and why you're doing it is what they're telling me. You need to be focused on a single objective right now or purpose at this time, because there's something big about this. And you're asked to channel all of your energy and all of your tools and wherewithal toward this goal. So commit to the task and eliminate distractions, and it will take your attention away from what you're trying to realize. So just eliminate these distractions and these things that are kind of getting in the way of you pushing and moving forward with this. And take time to research other avenues or possible outcomes and keep a very practical approach and a steady pace. Okay. Remain objective as you go forward as well, and consider how you can better interact with people that are also sharing this particular goal or objective that you're working on. Yeah, I mean, the last time I pulled this card, just to let you know, Chris, was a little blurry here, was when I was focusing on my Jyotish studies. Okay. And that's basically Vedic astrology. And Spirit was telling me, you know, don't get all these other distractions out of the way so you can really focus on this. And I did. Okay. And it's been amazing. Okay. So that's what Spirit's asking you to do. I did pull some karma cards for you. I'm sorry for the blur. The first one I got was Pluto. You're going through a time of transformation. Okay. Pluto is the card of, you know, either get control of your situation or be controlled. So you need to take control of your situation and control of yourself moving forward, because transformation is a big deal. And I got an even bigger card. I got Uranus. This is the planet that strikes lightning into your life. You got two big planets from the karma cards. So, you know, Uranus is also a genius card. So it's about thinking outside of the box regarding this goal of this project. So you're going to go through some periods of transformation. There could be a little bit of a power struggle going on. But know that it's forcing you to look at things in a new and different way. And then I got the 9th house. It's going to expand the way that you think and that you look in the world. And I have a feeling that once you have finished this particular work, they're telling me that it's going to be big. Okay. The 9th house it's ruled by Jupiter. It's all about expansion. It's broadcasting. Okay. It's, you're going to reach a lot of people, a lot of ears, a lot of eyes regarding this particular project, but you really have to concentrate. They're saying focus, focus, focus. Get rid of all these distractions that are in your environment and focus on this goal or project that you have at hand. Okay. I don't know what you wanted us to specifically cover, but that's what Spirit's telling me. Okay, Chris. And I hope that was helpful.
Hi, Chris. So yes, I have that you may be studying. And that's the focus. Okay. So there may be something coming up that you need to do some research on. So even if it's something that you think you know, there's some research to be done there. Okay. So do some reading about what's happening there, because I think you might be facing a career change. Okay. And I think it's for the better. I don't think that it's something you should worry about. I think that you may be facing whether to change careers or not. Okay. And I think that really you're yearning for something that's a little bit more creative. I don't know if you're an artist, but I feel like whatever it is that you're yearning for, there's a creative aspect to it. Okay. So that's kind of what your soul really is. It feels like it needs more creativity in it. You're also going to be finding some clarity. So dwelling in the truth. So this one is urging you to look into your heart space to find out what your truth is. Okay. So you see those clouds there, they're sort of clearing, and she's meditating. I did get the meditation one for you as well, actually. So this one here, spend time alone in nature. Okay. So I do think that that is a good thing. I got another one here as well for asking the angels. So make sure you ask your angels for help with the situation. Okay. And I think that really making your decision out of love, okay, instead of fear, is going to help you. So allow your heart to open. I feel like there's been a little bit of a block on there. Like you've got this hesitation, or there's a little bit of a protector thing in there. But just know that like they're there to give you courage, right? And you're going to be jumping over that wall. You're going to be starting to open. You're going to start opening up to some ancient wisdom. Okay. Sorry about that. We seem to be still having some internet stuff. I paused when I saw that. So I hope you got the first part of that. So ancient wisdom. Okay. So you see that stuff coming out. That's like wisdom stuff. All right. So you have been here numerous times. This is not your first lifetime here. And that stuff is going to start coming back. You're going to start to remember that. And I think this project that you're working on is really about, it's going to have like a huge focus on humanity. So what Michelle was saying about it being a big project and that you're going to be broadcasting and that kind of thing, it's about humanity and benevolence. So stay calm, trust good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world. So really feeling it's going to be a real feel-good kind of project, or that is what you're headed for. If you're not aware of that yet, there's one coming for you. And you see here, she's got a heart container. Okay. And she's very much like a Mother Mary. She's called Faith, but she's very much like Mother Mary energy. Okay. So very nurturing. So I actually feel like that is something that you could use in your life, is some nurturing. So you can nurture yourself, right? And so sitting in that heart space will help. Deep concentration, trust your inner voice. Master Buddha, increased awareness. So this ancient wisdom and the focus, this is part of that spiritual transition that Michelle was talking about. Okay. So you're going to have a spiritual journey, and that transformation and stuff is going to happen for you. And you're going to have success because we've got Astara. Okay. So you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. Okay. So know that you're on the right track. The angels are going to help you with the information that you need, but study. Make sure you do your research before you jump in. All right. Sending you lots of love, Chris.
Oh, wonderful. And thank you for being patient with us regarding any little internet glitches. It is Mercury retrograde, and we just had a couple of eclipses. Okay. Yes. All right. Well, Chris, we hope you have a great week, and come back and let us know how you're doing. Okay. Yeah. All right. So our next question. Oh, and Gleneef, you asked, where do I tip? Right. The links are in the description, and it's also paypal.me/astrologicaltarot. Okay. That's where you can tip. All right. So our next question is Smriti. What does Utpal think about me? Okay. So I don't have permission to tap into this person's energy. So I tapped into your energy and what the relationship could look like, kind of moving forward for you. Okay. Because you obviously came here and gave me permission to tap into yours. Okay. So I did pull some very good cards for you. Okay. So the first card I got was the Sun. This is so good. This is a time of happiness shared with those you love. The sunflowers here, they symbolize growth. The walled garden is protection from the world. It's a paradise. It's a sanctuary. It's a return to innocence, because the sun is all about children at play, where all of our ideas come to fruition. The sun's element is also fire. So it's warmth, it's light, it's success, it's strength. It's just a good card to get. Okay. So if you're in a relationship, if you want to get into a relationship with this person, you can look forward to a spell of sunshine. Okay. A time of just carefree innocence and, kind of rediscovering your youth. Okay. You may also experience this as, just enjoyment and togetherness and family. Okay. So this is really good. The second card I got was also excellent. Okay. I love it when I get good love cards, because especially when Venus is in Aries, which it's not the easiest. People tend to kind of jump into relationships without thinking. And then I'm like, wait a minute. But this is a good one. Okay. Hope. It's a time of potential. It's a time of renewal. Any trials you've endured don't lose faith. It's just, hope is a great card to get. It's telling me that you have a second chance at love, and that regardless of, this pattern of old and failed relationships, that this one's going to look pretty good. Okay. But, so I did give your relationship a chance. Okay. Work on your partnership. Okay. So there are some things that you're going to need to work on regarding this situation moving forward with this person, if that's what you choose to do. Okay. Because I got let go of control issues. And you need to allow this situation to unfold naturally. And that's really hard when Venus is in Aries, because we want things right away. Venus is like, and when it's in Warrior Aries, it's like, I want it all. I want it all. And I want it now. Like that Mazda commercial. That's the Aries Venus. It's like, I want this person. I want to be in love forever. And then there's jumping off a cliff. You got to like take a step back and let things just kind of flow naturally. Just to give you an example, most relationships that I've been in that happened quick and did not end well, and it was usually a narcissist, because that's how they hook you. Okay. The relationship I have with my husband is excellent, but we were friends for years beforehand. Okay. So I'm not saying you have to wait for years to be with this person, but what I'm saying is just go with the flow. Take on that sun card, that kind of childlike innocence, and just have fun with this person. Really get to know them in a really carefree way, and don't put too much pressure or try to control the situation on either of you. Okay. Because I am getting that you might be trying to control the situation moving forward. And I'm getting a lot of impatience from you as well. Like you want it all and you want it now. I got that Mazda commercial in my head. I do not know where that came from, but that was just for you. So, that's the main advice I have for you. It looks great. You just got to practice some patience and let go of control and just enjoy the flow of it. Okay. I hope that was helpful. You're on mute, love.
Thank you. I got love yourself first. Okay. Because when we love ourselves first, the other just falls into place. You've planted the seeds for this relationship. Okay. So now you just have to be patient and make the effort. Okay. So this means great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So that also means tapping into your intuition. Okay. And having heart-to-heart conversations. So that's just take the time, get to know each other. Okay. You just have to get to know each other, because there's some religious factors that are in play there. I actually feel like they're good religious factors. Okay. So I think it is a good match where that's concerned. I'm feeling positive about that. But I think that because of that, there's like an urgency. Okay. So they're just guiding you to proceed softly. See the flowers there? Stop and have your cup of tea and smell the flowers along the way. Enjoy the journey. Okay. Listen to your spirit guides. This is my intuition card. Okay, listen to the spirit guides and go with the flow. We've got water here that's sticking out for me in this card. Go with the flow. Okay, and follow your bliss. Do what makes you happy, because when we make ourselves happy, our vibration raises and it helps every aspect of our lives. Okay, so follow your bliss and be yourself. I always joke about this being my tutu card. So, the tutu is, for me, it's all about like being that authentic self and not worrying what other people think. Okay. So just be yourself, have those heart-to-heart conversations, and love yourself first and follow your bliss. You need to find the balance. You see, there's a sun and a moon. That's about finding balance here. Okay. Find that balance in your life. I'm getting solfeggio music for you. So do some work with solfeggio music. It's about raising the vibration. So just raise your vibration, keep that up high. The rest is going to fall into place. Just I'm getting just chill is what I'm hearing. Just chill. So it's just take care of yourself, You've planted seeds. Allow it to unfold naturally. Okay? Hope that's helpful.
Okay, Smriti, thank you so much for joining us. And we're sending you lots of love, and just, yeah, go with the flow and enjoy. Okay, so our last question, I should say,
Yeah.
is a tipper. So we're going to go over a little bit today because we do have a tipper. I have not received your tip, but you've tipped before, so I know we'll get it. And Gleneef wants to get a general reading. Welcome back, Gleneef. It's so good to see you. All right. So good news. The first card I picked from the Whispers of Ganesha, Prosperity again. And I literally shuffled it back in after it came out twice. So I went, this is your card. So know that I'm getting a different energy from this card than I did from the previous reading, which is really interesting. I'm not getting that your Mudlahara is necessarily blocked. I'm getting that it is going to bring forth a period of prosperity for you. Okay. An awakening energy. Like things are really going to start flowing freely for you in the future. It's going to bring positivity in all aspects of your life. It's going to bring some health and some balance. So you got some prosperity coming your way. You know, the last time I picked this card before the show, it was our biggest day of tips ever. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling for you. This could be a new job. I'm actually getting financial prosperity for you, in addition to maybe a new friendship or relationship, because I did get some interesting cards there. But what I'm getting is just, yeah, start manifesting, because everything is in alignment for you right now to kind of to begin generating your own success and creating your own success. Okay. It's abundance in just many areas of your life is what I'm getting from Spirit. So I'm really glad I pulled this card for you, because I don't always get abundance cards, but when I do, it's, you know, who doesn't want to give someone good news? Okay. Then I went to my angel tarot. I got the Lovers. Okay. I pulled the Lovers card, Archangel Raphael. And intimate relationships, carefully weighing your decisions, and good health. So just good health, good relationships with others. And look at the energy of this card. Look how gorgeous that is. Really look at the symbolism there. So, you know, you get the Lovers, you get prosperity. These are excellent, excellent things that are coming your way in your life. So good job, Gleneef. And then the second card I got was really interesting. I got the King of Air. Okay, he's riding a unicorn. This is kind of like the King of Swords. He's brilliant. He's impartial. He's professional. He's diplomatic. This is going to help you move forward in life. This may also be your potential partner, is what I'm getting. Someone who is very professional and who's very mentally balanced, more mental than emotional. Okay, it could be someone who works in tech, maybe. Is kind of what I'm getting. Someone who's yeah. Okay, so this is going to be a good person coming your way, this energy. And then just for an overall energy read, I got news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. So I got the Lovers for relationships. I got the energy behind that, which is excellent. And then I got something new coming your way that's just excellent. The Page of Fire it's outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. This represents usually a younger person, a more youthful energy. And I love the dragon in this card, because the dragon is literally manifesting another dragon there. And it says, use your originality and ingenuity, because you're going to have a lot of creative flow and juices coming through this point, because there's going to be the prosperity to support that. Okay. All good cards. So I'm going to go ahead and try to see if there's something from my self-care oracle for you, because that's always important. Okay. Okay. You got two of them. Okay, I got deep breathing. Deep breathing. Okay. If you don't already have a breathing practice, I recommend looking up pranayama or alternate nostril breathing. This can really help you align the subtle nadis that go along the spine. Okay. Another thing you can do is, if you ever start to feel anxious, especially when I'm getting at work, take deep breaths. Don't allow the shallow breathing to set in, because that can lead to panic attacks, anxiety, etc. So they're telling me, tell her to just start consciously breathing deeply, because that can really help ground your energy. Okay. And then I got nourish your temple. Okay. So I just went through this, so I can tell you, look up your Ayurvedic dosha. You can take a test online. What is my Ayurvedic dosha? It's DOSHA, and find out what foods are best for you. Okay. I'm what is called a Vata dosha, and I was eating a lot of dry foods that was causing a lot of gastrointestinal upset. About a week of going off of those foods and going on almost like a fruit fast, I'm back to normal. And nothing has made me back to normal. I've been to doctors, I've been to medical professionals, and that's what you need to do that. But this is nourish. Okay. This is just diet. Okay. So I do recommend going online, taking a test, and then maybe consulting an Ayurvedic practitioner. I'm still studying. If I was licensed and certified, I'd have you come to me. But yeah, that's something that can really help you moving forward. Nourishing your temple, taking deep breaths, okay? But you've got prosperity coming your way, and love, and just all of these amazing things, Glennie. So I'm really, really excited for you. And I hope you come back and tell us all the good news, because we want to hear about it.
Absolutely. So yes, I have that you have something new coming in for sure. Giving birth. So there's a new energy that you're bringing in, and you are starting to embrace the future. You're going to walk through that door into the future. Okay. Beautiful future coming. You've been walking the path, and they're now saying, I love and accept myself. So cherish self. Again, she's got healthy foods here, right? So food is coming up again. Okay. And love, right? We've got 2 roses there. So I would say that is indicative of love. I didn't specifically pull a love card, but I would say that is true. And another self-care card, right? Taking excellent care of yourself. Everybody benefits. So treat yourself to a relaxing treat today, like massage, sea salt bath, or a pedicure. Day at the spa. And then schooling, study, and education. They're going to help your life's purpose and personal growth. So the angels will guide you and help you with this process. So it's very much, and I feel that it's some spiritual teaching that you're going to be stepping into. Okay. As Michelle was talking about the Vedic stuff, I was feeling like that's what's coming through, is there's a little bit of spiritual teaching that you'll either be doing. I'm not sure what your situation, you'll either be doing it or you'll be receiving it. And oftentimes when we teach it, we're receiving anyway. So, it's both. So I think there's some of that's happening. And I got the prosperity card too. So this one here is, as you follow the heart, the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Okay. So making decisions out of love is going to bring you closer there. And we have looking deeper. See all those hidden gems? Those are all going to come to the surface for you, and they're going to start to reveal your radiance. You see that? So you've got the oyster with the pearl in it, and it's all shiny. So you are stepping into your own radiance, and you're awakening some ancient wisdom. So this is the other reason I felt like that this is a bit of a spiritual journey for you, because you're going to be remembering. And much like our other friend that was on earlier, I feel like you have been here before. Numerous times. And so this is coming through for you. All right. The blue is really sticking out on here for me. So for me, that's all about throat chakra. So that really helps with that. I feel like teaching may be part of the thing, because here we're standing firm and standing on top of that big grounded rock pile with lots of light around you. Okay. So it's like that I'm the king of the castle feeling. So you're feeling confident and good, and you're stepping into a whole new birth of energy that's coming through for you. So that's really exciting. I'm so happy for you. Lots of love.
I'm happy for you too. We both picked prosperity cards that literally said prosperity. So
absolutely.
That's a good thing given what we've all been through. And I just pulled a couple of love cards because Tanys brought it up again. And I got love yourself first. Okay. Mm-hmm. Because that's really going to attract the right person to you, because there will be religious factors involved with this person. Mm-hmm. There's going to be the love life is influenced by your religious upbringing, your spiritual path. So this will be someone that you connect with on a more spiritual level, which you need. You need that. But when you love yourself first and what you're looking for, you're going to attract that energy. So Lenny, my goodness, best way to end the show with a great reading like that. All right. So we hope that was helpful. If we didn't get to your question, please come back next week. We're here at 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central and 7 p.m. Eastern every week. So, and welcome back, Tanys. It's so good to have you back here. I did the show by myself last week and I was like, oh, I miss her.
I'm so glad to be back.
I know. Oh, Gleneef, you're welcome. She says, yes, thank you both. You're so sweet. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and sign off, but please join us next week. We hope that you just can come and bring your questions and share your energy with us. And if we did answer your question today, go ahead and return. Let us know how you're doing. We're genuinely interested in your lives and how you're doing. And we hope that everyone here is well. Okay, again, my name is Michelle Marie. I am the owner and operator of Astrological Tarot. You can find me at astrologicaltarot.com. I'm an astrologer, Vedic and Western, as well as a tarot reader and oracle reader. Thank you for joining us today.
And I'm just going to put a little plug in for our big day that's coming up.
Oh, yes.
In just a few days now. We've got 11 days from now. We are having a big what are we calling it? An event, I guess, a live event on Facebook, and called the Fusion, Twillow Fusion. So come and check it out. We've got 8 of us that are going to be on, experts in different areas. We have astrologers, we've got energy practitioner, we have a doctor, we have a financial person, we have aromatherapy, be doing crystals and that sort of thing. So we have this really well-rounded team that's all going to be there to answer some questions for you. It's a big, huge, like live on. So it's on June 12th from 1 to 6. So it's 5 hours, and we're going to be looking at 4 different areas, right? What is it? Emotional stability, love, health, and romance,
health, career and finances,
and
then health and wellness.
Right? Yeah. Health and wellness, yeah. Yes. And we're also all going to share our spiritual stuff that we do as well, in terms of what we do in our own practice, and also answer questions in that area as well. So, come and join us. It's going to be lots of fun. And I am Tanys Coughlan from Twillow Lifestyle Community, Twillow Lifestyle Academy, and I am a energy healer, intuitive energy healer, Celtic Shamanic high priestess, galactic ambassador, and a channel. And it was great having you here tonight. I'm so happy to be back. Lots of love, everyone.
Yes, lots of love, everyone. And yes, join us June 12th. We're going to be putting out more information as we get closer, and we'll mention it again next week, where we're going to have, I believe, Ramsey Cheedy on, and he's a psychic medium, guys. So yes. So if there's anyone you want to talk to from across the veil, go ahead and join us next week, and he will be with us. Okay. Yes. So again, sending you lots of love, and we hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Take care.